Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. Um, we are. It's the first Wednesday of the month, so we're covering a new design topic. I am really, really excited because August is a great month. It's like the end of summer, but it also is the beginning of like getting ready to get back into like routine. Well, at least for me, because I have school age kids and whatnot. So I'm excited about that. But I'm also excited because this month we're covering a new design topic. So this month, since everybody is kind of prepping, people that have school age children are prepping to go back to school, get their house in order, as we would call it, and preparing really just for a new academic year and kind of a wave into a new season. This month we're going to be focusing on family friendly design. So first defining what that really means, like what is family friendly design, and how does it apply practically to like everyday life, right? So when we're talking about family friendly design, we're going to define this as spaces that can be used by all members of the family, in equal ways, right? So a lot of times when you think of family friendly design, people tend to think of like kid proofing things, or making sure that babies can be safe in certain spaces. But when we really talk about family friendly design, it's, can everyone live, function, and be in the space and not worry about having to maintain a high level of maintenance, and the space having longevity as well, right? And so, family friendly design is something that puts mom at ease because she doesn't always have to worry about everything getting ruined. But it also can put grandma at ease because she knows she's going to be able to be safe in the space. So there's a lot of things that factor into family friendly design. And so we're going to talk about a different topic every week, and kind of get into that more in depth this month. So I hope that you guys are excited and ready to kind of go through that. So this week, we're going to start off and discuss durability, right? Durability is something that typically when we talk about it, we think of maybe spaces that get a lot of use by, maybe in commercial settings, so like hospitals and restaurants, things like that. But durability is also something that needs to be recognized in residential spaces as well. Like, when we talk about durability, am I putting my money into something that's going to last? That is going to withstand the use of my household. So I know for my household specifically, my children use certain areas of our house a lot more. Me and my husband use areas in our house a lot more. So we want the things in those spaces to have more durability. And so I think it becomes really important to have the discussion about what does durable look like for your home and the spaces that you are using. How can you invest in them to make sure that they're durable? So when we talk about durability, we talk about, fabrics in a space being able to be cleanable, washable, to withstand multiple uses, multiple cleans. Like when you get things on them, can you, wash them and launder them, get the stains out without it looking worn or tattered, right? That's what we're talking about as far as durability. And when they do start to wear, what does that look like over time? So making sure that, when you're targeting to design a space to be family friendly, you're thinking about the material and fabrics that are in your space. So like area rugs that might be in your space, like what material are they made out of? Are they made out of cotton? Are they made out of fibers and material that are going to be easily cleaned, easily maintained? I love, love, love a lot that is going into design production are, indoor outdoor rugs. They're not just, hey Ruben, how you doing? They're not just something that you have to use on like outside. Like people typically think, indoor outdoor rug, I have to use that outside on my patio or in outdoor spaces. No, it means that they are typically going to be like fade resistant. They're going to be able to be cleaned heavily, because they're set up to be able to be maintained outdoors. But it doesn't mean that you can't necessarily use it. It doesn't mean that you can't necessarily use it um, outside of your house. So, I mean, inside of your house. So it's one of those things that it's important to make sure that you're thinking about, what do you want to be able to utilize and clean your space with, because that's also going to factor into the maintenance of that. So all of those things factor into, is my space durable, and will I be able to maintain it? So I love indoor outdoor rugs. They're amazing. They're starting to design them, and they're starting to be a lot more have a lot more color and design and pattern, whereas before they were kind of like really dull neutral colors and they didn't have a lot of variety. But now, like, I love using them indoor because the hand of a lot of the fabrics are starting to be a lot better too. So they're really starting to improve this product, and it's helping to provide an option where it's more durable for an indoor space as well. So that's one of the things that we kind of think about, when we're talking about durability of design, especially on a residential level. What else? So also, like, rounder edges, like, so for example, in a living room space, getting a coffee table or end tables that don't necessarily have like really sharp edges. Sometimes the durability of that, you won't necessarily have the chipping or the nicking on the corners, and so it tends to wear a little bit better, right? And so that's part of durability. Like, how is this going to wear in the space? Is it prone to chipping? Is it prone to scratching? Is it prone to, thinking about the materials, like, what kind of metal is it? Is it a powder coated metal, or is it a painted metal? Like, that can chip more easily. So when you start thinking about durability of the materials in the space, what you're putting in the space, all of that factors into a space that's going to be more family friendly, maybe than some other options. So thinking about the whole picture is really important, and making sure that you are aware of that. Like, picking out materials that are going to be easier to clean as far as stains and being more stain resistant, because we know life happens. Like, what's the fun of having a space if you can't use it? You're always telling your kids, don't go in there, don't eat in there, don't do this. Like, think of options that are still going to allow them to live in their home and enjoy their home, and also not cause you as much grief, right? You're not worried constantly about things staining or soiling. So those are things that, are initial decisions that could help for it to be a better situation down the road for you and for your family, and making sure that it's family friendly. So those are kind of the main things that I wanted to talk about as far as durability. It's typically something that people think about, but not, it's usually like kind of surface level. Like, what does durability really mean? Like, usually it's like, can I clean it? Right? Can I clean it? But there's other things that kind of factor into things being durable and having longevity in the space, and also giving you peace and ease of mind when you're living in the space and not feeling like panicked, like, oh, don't use that. Da, 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 da. Surfaces that are, maybe a stone surface for your coffee table, because you don't have to worry about coasters as much, right? Those are things that you want to think about how you're going to use the space, and what elements you can factor in to make it more family friendly, right? So we're going to be talking about this whole month. The image we posted on Instagram today is an example of a family friendly space. That space, uses, we love the color inspiration and the color scheme, but it also uses materials and is a design that is more family friendly, with the indoor outdoor rug, rounded elements, durable fabrics. So all of these things that kind of factor into a more family friendly space. So if you have any questions, or want to dive in head on into the family friendly tips that we're going to discuss this month, You can check us out on our blog, which is at www.desired-designs.com under our design discussions. And you'll be able to read through kind of all the tips and tricks. And we also have a look of the month there as well that gives you a shopping list for some family friendly options for a living space as well. So check us out. Our website kind of has all of our things and our go-tos on there. So www.desired-designs.com. So I'm excited to go on this adventure with you guys this month. I think there's going to be a lot of great things to talk about, especially with family-friendly design, kind of taking it to the next level, going below the surface with the topic and the discussion. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. But I look forward to seeing you guys this month and talking through more elements on how to make your spaces more family friendly. All right. It's Wednesday, so it's 2 days closer to my favorite day of the week, which is Friday. Hey. So I will see you all next Wednesday, and I look forward to talking more with you about family friendly design. Have a good one, guys. Bye.